Next problem. A object was launched from a place P in constant speed to hit a target. At the 15th second, it was 1400 meters away from the target. So it is given from the end point, not from the origin, not from the starting place P. The distance 1400 meters away from the target, right? And at the 18th second, 800 meters away. Find the distance between the place and the target. Second one, the distance covered by it in 15 seconds. Third, time taken to hit the target. So let x-axis denote the time t in seconds and y-axis denote the distance d in meters. So here xy is t comma capital D. So capital D be the total distance between the object launching the place P and the target. Given at the 15 second, the object was 1400 meters away from the target, not from the launching place, right? So it is given the opposite distance, right? And at the 18th second, 800 meters away from the target. So P is the position starting point and the target end point. So at the 15th second, it is from the target, right, to 1400 meters. 18th second, it will be 800 meters from the end point, right? Now the distance is from the end point towards the origin, right? So opposite direction, right? So here x1 y1 which is equal to t1 d1 which is equal to 15 minus 1400, because the minus is indicating the direction. This is in the opposite direction, not from the starting point. If it is from the starting point, so you have to take 1400 positive. If it is from the end point, you have to take the negative sign for that, right? That is why we are taking minus. Similarly, x2 y2 t2 d2 which is equal to 18 minus 800. Here we are taking negative sign for the distance because of opposite direction. To find the linear relation between the time and distance, that is equation of motion. We know 2-point form of a straight line is y minus y1 equal to y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1 into x minus x1. So d minus d1 which is equal to d2 minus d1 by t2 minus t1 into t minus t1. So substituting the values, so you will get d minus 1400, that is t plus 1400 which is equal to minus 800 plus 1400 by 18 minus 15, that is equal to 3 into t minus 15. That is d is equal to 600 by 3 t minus 15 minus 1400. So d is equal to 200 into t minus 15 into 200 minus 1400. Therefore d is equal to 200t minus 3000 minus 1400. Therefore the relation is d is equal to 200t minus 4400. That is the equation of the motion, right? That is equation number 1. To find the distance between the place and the target, we will get the full distance, right? We need a full distance from the starting place to end place, target. So between the target and the place P, when the object was at the starting place P, right? So if it is in the starting place, the object, so the object has to cover the full distance, right? Starting point to end point, right? When the object was at the starting time is 0, right? Before the object is launched, right? Before launching it, time taken by the object is 0, right? So put t is equal to 0 in 1, we will get d is equal to 200 into 0 minus 4400, that is equal to minus 4400. Distance is always positive, so the minus indicates we are measuring from the end point to the starting point, that is what. So distance is equal to 4400 meters, right? Next, to find the distance covered by it in 15 seconds. Given at the 15 second, the object was 1400 meters away from the target. They have given at the 15 second it was 1400 meters, but it is not from the starting place, it is from the target end place. So we need to find the distance from the starting place. That is what they asked. Find the distance covered by it in 15 seconds, right? Total distance between launching place and target is 4400 meters. The distance covered by the object in 15 seconds from the launching place is total distance minus the reverse direction, target to the object position, minus object away from the target, right? So P is the position, this is the target, this is 4400 meters. So at the 15 second from the starting point, right, we know at the 15 seconds from the target, that is 1400 meters. So we subtracting 4400 minus 1400, we will get 3000 meters, right? This is 3000 meters. Therefore the distance covered by the object in 15 seconds from the starting place is 3000 meters. Next one, to find the time taken to hit the target. Once the object hit the target, the distance between the target and object is 0, correct? So once it hit, the distance between them is 0. So put d is equal to 0 in 1, we will get 0 is equal to 200t minus 4400. Therefore t is equal to 4400 by 200, that is equal to 22 seconds. So time taken to hit the target is 22 seconds. Thanks.